tour dates can be found on his website. But don't worry, we have good news for the country legend's fans. Billy Dukes here. For context, Alan Jackson admitted to having the Charcot-Marie-Tooth disorder in the fall of 2021. He said that degenerative nerve condition would eventually prevent him from touring. Fans who had seen him in the last half-decade had some questions answered by this. As he took the stage, he showed subtle signs of CMT, and now he was being open about the non-life-threatening condition. He played in Nashville a month later, and while the music did not suffer, he relied on a stand to lean against and moved very little. He announced the Final Call tour in March 2022, taking care not to call it his final tour. He promised to play as long as his health would allow, but there were problems. Several performances were pushed back until October. He canceled the final 2 concerts in October after several shows were postponed. "I detest disappointing my followers," he stated. "I tried as hard as I could to play this show this time." Give Alan's effort a thumbs up and consider subscribing to keep up with important country music that he and many other legends are still making. Jackson has been quiet except for a few TV appearances, including this one in October at the CMT Artist of the Year show. It wasn't until the end of the month that he started to set expectations for what would come next. He stated that he is still producing music. Alan stated that he intends to continue releasing songs while speaking with his daughter Maddie on her brand new podcast, Enjoy Life with Maddie Jackson. "This is my hope. I always write down ideas and think about melodies, and I think there will be more music in the future." Don't feel sorry for Alan because he first and foremost sees himself as a songwriter. He tells his daughter that his favorite part is writing and that touring can sometimes become boring. His most recent album, Where Have You Gone?, was released less than 2 years ago. Therefore, he has not been lax. However, let's return to that touring query. Alan mentioned to Maddie that the Final Call might have been just that. "Even though I don't tour much this time, the creative side occasionally comes out." Again, how he said things was important. Maybe he was telling fans that piece of his life was done. There are several types of CMT, according to the National Institute of Neurological Disorders and Stroke. However, Jackson has indicated that his form progresses slowly and will likely require him to use a wheelchair sooner rather than later. Supportive therapy can be used to treat CMT. He inherited it from his father, Daddy Gene, and it is genetic. In 2021, he stated to Today that he is currently uneasy speaking in front of a microphone. Another thing he said in that initial Today interview still holds true today. He had always wanted a gentle retirement from the road. "I never wanted to embark on the typical grand retirement tour, which involves taking a year off before returning. That seems cheesy to me." By and by, Alan Jackson has done it as he would prefer. Taste of Country is